academic and professional purposes. Quarter 2, Module 2, Writing a Position Paper. In this module, we'll cover how to effectively express our arguments and perspectives on significant issues through a structured and well-reasoned format. Let's jump right in and explore the key concepts and components of this exciting module. Let's now focus on its objectives. By the end of this lesson, we aim to identify the features of an effective position paper, use transitions to connect ideas seamlessly, and write a well-structured and compelling position paper. These objectives will guide us as we navigate the process of crafting persuasive and impactful arguments, ensuring our position papers are both professional and organized. Now, let's take a deeper dive into one of the most important tools for crafting a strong position paper. Let's hear from Ashley Marikit to explain this key component. Take away, Ashley.
Today, we are embarking on a journey to explore the world of transitional devices. These seemingly simple words and phrases hold the power to transform your presentations from disjointed ramblings to captivating narratives. Imagine a captivating story with sudden jumps, missing pieces, and confusing twists. That's how your audience feels when your presentation lacks smooth transitions. By understanding and utilizing transitional devices, you can create a seamless flow of ideas, ensuring your message resonates with your audience. So, let's dive in and discover how these powerful tools can elevate your communication skills. What are transitional devices? Transitional devices are words, phrases, or sentences that act like signposts, guiding your audience through your presentation. They create a smooth flow of ideas and help your message resonate. So, we have 7 functions of transitional devices, and we will explain them and where they can be used. First is to add. The examples of to add are furthermore, also, moreover, and etc. You can use these devices to support or add information. Second, to compare. The examples of to compare are similarly, likewise, in the same way, and etc. You can use these devices to show how two ideas are alike. Third is to contrast. The example of to contrast are, however, on the other hand, conversely, and etc. You can use these devices to show the difference between ideas. Fourth, to give examples. The examples of to give examples are, for example, for instance, such as, and etc. You can use these devices to provide examples or evidence. Fifth, to show time. The examples of to show time are first, second, third, then, next, finally, and etc. You can use these devices to show the order of events. Sixth is to indicate logical relationship or cause and effect. The examples of that are therefore, consequently, as a result, and etc. You can use these devices to show the relationship between ideas. Lastly is to summarize. The examples of to summarize are in conclusion, in summary, to sum up, and etc. You can use these devices to signal the end of the thought or section. Why are these transitional devices important? Transitional devices are important because they help your audience follow your train of thought. They create a sense of coherence and clarity, making your presentations more engaging and impactful. By using these devices effectively, you could transform your presentations from ordinary to extraordinary, leaving a lasting impression on your audience.
What is a position paper? Position paper referred to as an argument or stand taken on an issue or topic, typically an expression of the author's view and often represent his opinion within the framework of research, critical thinking, and belief. A position that not only proclaim a position but makes the reader consider or adapt the viewpoint articulated. This paper is applied to academic, professional, and political debates for coherent argument or presentation of research for taking a particular position on relevant issues. Introduction. The introduction of position paper constitutes a very important function since it establishes the background to argument in questions. It should start with introducing the topic and all background information required. An introduction must also set forth the position or thesis, which is essentially an articulation of the central argument to be argued in the paper. It's crucial to start by drawing readers' attention to why issue, the vital, and why writers stand matters.
The body of the position paper is where you present your arguments and evidence to support your stance on the issue. The body contains 1 to 3 paragraphs and is around 60% of your paper. First, you need to provide main arguments containing 4 E's: evidence, explanation, example, and extra details. The evidence provides facts and statistics to support your stand. Explanation provides reasons to support your evidences. Example provides a few statements for clear information, and the extra details provide quotes or statement of some expert. In your body, you should provide counter-arguments or opposing thought of your stand. You can use these three patterns when presenting arguments through a paragraph. In the conclusion of your position paper, you should restate your position of the issue and summarize your argument. Provide a plan of action and make sure that the ending statement will make a lasting impact on the readers. In writing this part of the position paper, you should always remember that the conclusion is your final chance to make a strong impression on your readers. Take the time to craft a well-written and impactful conclusion that leaves them with a clear understanding of your position and its significance.
I will be presenting the sample position paper. Introduction. An introduction is crucial because it gives an overview of the topic, highlights its importance, then clearly presents the main argument. Here is the sample. So in the sample, the overview is that Filipino youths with a population of over 23.4 million has the capacity to drive community to its growth. And the main argument is that these young people can largely contribute to community building. Argument counterclaims. Argument counterclaims is the stand that counters the main argument that was presented in the introduction. Here is the sample. So in the sample, the author gave the statistical data. He presented then this argument. And because of this, you know that is a counterclaims. Argument stand. Argument stand is the stand which supports the main argument that was presented in the introduction. Here's the sample. So in the sample, the arguments emphasizes the potential and positive impacts of the youths in the community building. The evidence shows that while there are challenges, the strengths and contribution of the youths in the community building outweighs the negative. For our last topic, the conclusion. A conclusion restates the main argument, summarizes the key points, then ends with a call to action or proposed solution. Here's the sample. So in the sample, we can see that the author restates the main argument, that these young people can largely contribute to community building. Then, he summarizes the key points. And then, at last, he proposed a solution. And that's all.
Thank you, Mario, for that insightful discussion. Now, let's move on to additional tips in writing a position paper. These tips are essential for ensuring your position paper is not only well-structured, but also persuasive and impactful. Tip 1. Present clearly your stand on the issue. The first step in any position paper is to make your stance clear. It should be obvious from the beginning what side you're on, so your reader understands your perspective right away. This helps them follow your argument and sets up a strong foundation for the rest of the paper. Tip number 2, make your introduction as interesting as possible to arouse interest and gain support. A strong, engaging introduction captures your reader's attention and encourages them to support your point of view. Tip number 3, use transitional devices. Use transitional devices to carry a thought from one sentence to another. Transitions like therefore and on the other hand help your ideas flow smoothly. Tip number 4, observe grammar and mechanics. Spelling, capitalization, and punctuation. Good grammar, spelling, and punctuations may seem minor, but they're essential for credibility. Errors can distract readers and weaken your argument. Tip number 5. Research the topic truly to gain more knowledge. Strong arguments come from solid research. Take time to investigate your topic in depth, so you can provide accurate and up-to-date information to back up your points. Tip number 6, present weak points that make your claim stronger. Present weak points of your argument but ensure your claims are more substantial. Acknowledge any potential weaknesses in your argument. It shows honestly, however, counter this with a stronger, well-supported claims that reinforce your stance. Tip number 7, credit reliable sources for the credibility of your paper. Credibility is key in a position paper. Use reliable sources like academic articles or credible news outlets to back your claims. Citing trusted sources makes your argument more persuasive. Tip number 8. Study laws or relevant principles. Provide statistics if possible. Supporting your arguments with laws or statistics adds authority and concreteness. This gives readers a tangible basis to understand and believe in your position. Tip number 9. Use ethical, logical, and emotional appeals. About arguments, use three types of appeals: logical, facts and evidence, ethical, credibility and morals, and emotional. Tip number 10. Assert values that align with democratic principles. Position papers often tackle important issues. It helps to show that your argument supports core democratic values, like equality and justice, which can resonate with readers and strengthen your case. Tip number 11. Restate your stance to conclude your paper. Wrap up your paper by reiterating your stance. This reinforces your main argument and reminds the reader of the position you're defending. Tip number 12. Present your conclusion with a call to action or provide a solution. And with purpose, a call to action encourages readers to think about or act on the issue, while a solution can lead them with a clear way to address the problem we discussed. We hope these insights will help you feel more confident in your writing. Group 5, we hope you found this discussion insightful and that your readers tackle position papers with confidence. Thank you for your time and attention. Have a great day ahead. Bye!